although there's competitors now ramping up, and
Yeah.
as you're familiar with BYD, which is also on the West Coast, I think they're ramping up production of their electric vehicles. Warren Buffett owns 10% stake in that. Why do you laugh? BYD is trying to compete.
Recent news shows that Elon Musk's Tesla is no longer the world's top seller of electric vehicles. That spot at the top is now BYD's. Will BYD get the last laugh? There's a never-ending battle between who will capture more market share in the EV space. So how does this all affect Warren Buffett? We'll cover that soon, but first, what is BYD? One of the hottest companies in Warren Buffett's Berkshire Hathaway portfolio today is Chinese automaker BYD, who recently stole the crown from Elon Musk's Tesla for being the top seller of EVs in the world. According to New York Post, the company sold 134,000 units of new energy vehicles in June alone. BYD has achieved a 314% jump in sales in the first 6 months of 2022 compared to its last year's record. In our current economic state, that's pretty impressive. While some automakers are finding their way out of supply chain disruptions and endless lockdowns, BYD seemed to step up its game and find a way to disrupt the EV industry. Although with the gas prices as high as they are, it isn't a surprise that EV companies are doing well. In this video, we'll go over the reasons why Warren Buffett seems to love BYD, the current status of their sales and production, the EV market in general, and where BYD stands compared to Tesla. Without further ado, let's get right into it. We're not financial advisors, and this is not financial advice, so always do your own due diligence. For over 8 decades, the king of compound interest, Warren Buffett, made not only millions, but billion-dollar returns that made him the great Oracle of Omaha. According to Forbes, Grandpa Buffett is walking around with a whopping $96.8 billion net worth. Warren Buffett is a legend in the streets, Wall Street that is. But what made him invest in the Chinese automobile company BYD? Well, let's take a look. BYD is a direct rival company of Techno King's Tesla that designs, manufactures, and sells traditional fuel engine and new energy vehicles. They're also known for making rechargeable batteries. According to CNBC, Berkshire Hathaway's 13F filing shows that BYD Co. is 2.7% of its portfolio, holding 225 million shares worth about $8.76 billion. This Chinese automaker operates across the US, Europe, Japan, India, Hong Kong, and other regions of the world. Just recently, BYD became the world's largest EV maker in the first half of the year, stealing the crown from Techno King's Tesla. According to their company filing, BYD sold 641,350 new energy vehicles, aka full battery electric vehicles and plug-in hybrids, a more than 314% increase compared to last year. On the flip side, Tesla only sold 564,743 vehicles during the same period. Meanwhile, it seems this hasn't aged well.
Have you seen their car?
I have seen their cars, yes. In fact, at the Berkshire Hathaway meeting, I saw their cars.
Yeah.
Well, they are on a different, tell me why you're laughing. You don't see them at all as a competitor?
No.
Why is that? I mean, they offer a lower price point.
I don't think they have a great product.
Why is that?
I don't think it's particularly attractive. The technology is not very strong. And BYD as a company has pretty severe problems in their home turf in China.
Right.
So I think their focus is, and rightly should be, on making sure they don't die in China.
According to McKinsey.com, Asia's EV market is set to boom. China, in particular, is leading the mature EV markets with a 16.1% adoption in 2021. The same source tells us that China will become the largest EV market in no time, as the market continues to project a strong momentum in adopting electric four-wheelers. In 2021, BYD was one of the brands getting the spotlight in the global EV space, but in China alone, it already grew 5% in its market share, and in 2017 to 2021, it seems Asian EV brands are doing pretty well, as 13 out of 20 EV brands are killing the game in the market. But behind BYD stealing the crown from Tesla is a loophole that bridges the gap between BYD and Tesla's sold products. According to Yahoo Finance, BYD's car sales are plug-in hybrids, which still come with gasoline engines to power up their batteries. Unlike Tesla, which sells vehicles exclusively exclusively powered by electricity, so it's still a competitive edge for Tesla over BYD, at least in our opinion. Also, just a quick disclaimer, we're Tesla bulls and we have heavily invested in Tesla throughout 2020 and now, so we're a little biased. At the time of recording this, BYD is far from where Tesla is in terms of the share price and even the market cap. As of July 11, BYD's share price is only 5.53% of the price of one Tesla stock, while BYD's market cap is only 17.61% of Tesla. Is Warren Buffett seeing something that we don't see? Before we move forward, let us know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Would you rather invest in Tesla or BYD? Comment either Tesla or BYD down below and we'll shout you out in an up and coming video. So what does Warren Buffett think of Tesla and Elon Musk? Well, let's hear it from the Oracle of Omaha himself.
What do you think of Elon Musk, though? If you met him, and would you invest in Tesla?
Well, I think you're trying to bait me a little.
I'm just asking you. You can say no, and no, or yes,
listen,
yes,
he's done
and yes.
some remarkable things.
Have you met him?
Oh, yeah. He joined the Giving Pledge some years ago. I've only met him once or twice. Yeah, I've talked with him, but not for quite a while.
And would you invest in Tesla?
No.
As of now, BYD continues to make noise in the EV space, and according to CNBC, it's already reached the top 3 automakers in the world's largest automaker, aka China. Tesla was hit so hard with the supply chain disruption and endless lockdowns, but BYD seems to know all the loopholes and came out having the winning hand in this bloodbath. BYD may be winning the battle, but it's too early to tell who will win the war. We've witnessed time and time again, Elon Musk is someone you do not want to bet against. Besides Tesla, over the years, Elon Musk has been juggling SpaceX, Solar City, Neuralink, and so much more. Now, he's currently facing a legal battle with Twitter, so it's safe to say that Elon has his hands tied. But on the flip side, BYD made 134,771 new energy vehicles, a 312.18% jump from its previous production. Passenger EVs, battery EVs, and plug-in hybrid EVs have also taken over BYD's inventory, having a range of approximately 243 to 454% increase from last year's production. Are they really having supply chain disruptions?
The world may never know.
They say great products sell themselves, and compared to last year's approximately 41,000 energy vehicles, BYD has sold more than 134,000 units this year. Even the sales of passenger EVs, battery EVs, and plug-in hybrid EVs have spiked. Going over the key figures, BYD's total revenue in US dollars is nearly $10 billion. It's approximately 53% of Tesla's revenue in the year's first quarter. At the same time, BYD's gross profit is 23% of Tesla's, and BYD recorded a net income of $120 million, or 4% of Tesla's $3.3 billion net income for the first quarter of 2022. Bloomberg says Grandpa Buffett has been into BYD for about 14 years. Amounting to $233 million, Warren Buffett bought his first stake in BYD with 225 million shares. Since then, the Hong Kong listed shares have skyrocketed by more than 2,000%. But just recently, rumor has it that the great Oracle of Omaha has now cut its stake on BYD. In Hong Kong's central clearing and settlement system, 225 million shares have been pulled out of the EV giant. Regardless, the only way to confirm this is through the disclosed holdings of Berkshire Hathaway. According to Reuters, BYD Co. shares sank nearly 12% on Tuesday after a large stake matching the size of Berkshire Hathaway's investment in the Chinese electrical car company appeared in Hong Kong's clearing system. The development prompted speculation that Warren Buffett's company might be reducing its multi-billion-dollar stake in BYD. Does Warren Buffett think this is the top for BYD? Is this even Berkshire Hathaway selling? Right now, it's too early to say, but it'll be very interesting to see how this unfolds for Berkshire Hathaway and BYD. Shout out to those who commented on our previous video. We greatly appreciate your support. A special shout out to everyone in our Patreon community. You guys truly help to make these videos possible, and we really appreciate all the support. Shout out to Arthur Magazu, Wei Chu, Daniel Corbett, Mr. Welfare, Casey Patel, Jeff Sherman, Gregory Villar, Bo Park, Denzel, Reginald Davis, Les Broadway, Christian Cardelphi, Kevin Beaufrand, Jay Bone, Daniel Zinson, and ABC Sam. Thanks for watching. We greatly appreciate it. And until next time, peace.